So in this video, we're going to go over what the grading view looks like in Google Classroom, how to grade, and kind of how you would use rubrics for that, things like that. So there are kind of two different ways to find out whatever you're going to, there's two ways to find turned in assignments essentially. You can, well, I guess three. You could scroll on the stream to find a post for the assignment. You could go to classwork and then find that assignment. And even if, let me refresh, mine's acting kind of weird. Usually when you click on it, it'll pop down a little bit and it'll show you how many students have turned in their work or not. So like, let's do one from before break. So like I had 11 that it was assigned to, 15 that I have graded, and one that was turned in. If I want to grade that, then I would hit view assignment, and then it will pop up the student work side. Kids can't see that, just me. And it will show me and organize it really nicely by turned in, assigned, and then the ones that I've graded are down below. This shows all of their assignments right here. So you would click on one to start editing it. You can also limit that view by turned in or not. So something I found that would help if we were having, especially like a work catch-up day, or even if they're working on this assignment in class, I might display it as everyone who has it assigned, and then it would show all the kids that haven't turned it in yet. And then as they turn it in, their name gets removed. So kind of helpful to keep them on track. You also have the link to that Google folder where this assignment is stored. Again, don't touch the folder, but it's there. Some other things here. I already kind of went through that. You can sort by status. So if you want to look by last name, this is helpful, I find, when you're like entering in grades in PowerSchool. The settings here would be, has to do with grades. I kind of ignore it. If you want to view what the students view when they view this assignment, that's where you go to these instructions, and that's how you can see what the students would view when they click on it. I think that's about it for this. So now let's look at kind of what it looks like when you're in the grader. So when you click, oh, sorry, I wanted to say the other way. So that's, the stream is one way, classwork is the other way. And then there's this really cool view. Just now it's changed to, it's called To Review. And this shows all the assignments you've posted and then kind of what their status is. So I have some stuff set up for credit recovery for summer school, but you can see, that's why I don't have a lot of kids. But you can see how many kids have been assigned, how many have turned it in. Looks like I have one to grade. How many you have graded, for example. And then when you're done with something, so like I'm probably done with all of this, you can hit these three dots here and you can say mark as reviewed. And then it goes to this side. So it's kind of like a nice check or to-do list of what you have to grade and what you don't. Okay, back to, we'll do this one. Back to what it looks like for the grading. So once you're ready to grade something, oh, it's Paul's. Let's do, sorry, I'm going to do, I don't know if he actually did it or just turned it in. Let's find one. Let's go back to that waves on a string. Anyway, sorry. So when I want to grade it, I would just click on, oh, I'm so sorry. That one was on paper. So we're not going to grade it on paper. So this is what they would go to. Okay. So when you're ready to grade, you click on the student's assignment and it'll pop up in a new tab. And this is the grading view of Google Classroom. So it'll show you the assignment here. It kind of has some editing because technically now you own this document and you are the editor of it, though you're in suggesting mode. So if you want to comment or something or suggest an edit, it won't officially do it till they accept it. Something else too, if you ever need to see more like the file, the edit, the view menu, you just hit this button. So the only time I've ever really had to use this for is if I want to see the version history in case a kid, I think maybe have cheated and I want to see if they copied it or not. So we can get rid of that. So right, you're really focused on, in terms of the grading menu, is this right-hand bar. I'm going to move my camera here. So it shows you the kid's name, and you can actually hit this pop-out button to view the actual document rather than in this view. It'll show it just like a normal Google Doc. Oh, that's new. You can see the history of when they turned it in, when it was assigned. I didn't know you could do that. This is where you would put in the grade, and you could change the point total. Like if you made a mistake when you assigned it, you could edit that right there. This is the rubric. So if you make a rubric for this, I've even made ones that, like I think this one's just blank. It just says the points. It helps me keep track. That would be where the rubric is. The text would be displayed there if I had text. And I can just click on, and it fills in the points automatically for me for what their grade is. So I found that to be a lot quicker than before we had rubrics. You can also pop that out and view it as well. The kids have access to the rubric. They can view it on their assignment post, which is also very nice. So it's just kind of a nice, neat feature. If you want to put a comment on the assignment, good job, say well job, good job, whatever, you can post those on there. The other thing is, especially for teachers that have a lot of similar feedback. So I always picture a language arts teacher. If I'm giving my students a writing assignment and I'm having like a lot of them have similar errors. There's this other feature here. So this is the grading. They also have a comment bank. And so you can add basically pre-filled comments that you're going to put. And something I just learned is you can number them. So if I put, this will be my number 4, need to be in sentences. That's one I feel like I do all the time. And then what's really cool, when you add it to your comment bank, you could copy and paste it. Like I think if you get copy to clipboard, that's kind of a pain. Something that's new, that's why we numbered it. I can now just type in #4 and it comes up with my comment. I hit enter, boom. So it's like a keyboard shortcut if you do the numbers. Anyway, but you can copy paste those and put those in, and it makes it go a little bit quicker. When you're done grading an assignment, you can hit return. And actually, I usually wait until the very last kid, because if you hit this little arrow, you can then return multiple submissions, and it will automatically select all the ones that you've graded to return and give them back to the students. If you want to find a different kid, there's that drop-down menu there, and I can look through my whole class and kind of use my next and back arrows to kind of navigate through that list as well. Oh, sorry. So that's kind of the grading. These grades are then linked in that grade book that I showed earlier. Oh, wrong button. That's right here. So then those numbers that I would put in, they're automatically put in here. And so if you're looking to put them in PowerSchool, this can sometimes be an easier view if I have multiple assignments that I'm putting in. I sometimes will use this as well. I think that's probably about it.